You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to Hot Kopics episode 90. We're on the 90th show. AGT and Mario here live from Liverpool City
My
Centre.
hermano.
How are you, brate? Premier League football is back.
Finally, my mate, Premier League football is back. Our podcast is back. I didn't see you for 2 weeks. So
Is it 2 weeks?
I saw you last week, but it was very
Yeah.
quick. I didn't even talk to you because you was chocker. With
I was
Mr.
interviewing
Peter
Moore.
Yeah, what's
Go
man.
back and watch that if you haven't already.
So I can't complain, mates. Yeah, derby game Saturday, so very buzzing about it.
If you are watching this on YouTube and you are live, make sure you absolutely ram the comments. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We're not going to have time to get every single comment. It doesn't work like that, Mario. As much as I'd love it to. So if you do want to get your comment read out, guaranteed by myself and Mario, who are in all the club gear today, accidentally.
Oh,
So
this
make
is just for
sure
today,
that
exactly.
you do send in a super chat if you can. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, what should they do?
What you have to do, Alex? You have to follow it and give us 5 stars.
Well
rate.
done. Actually, it's not the. It's
I
probably the
learned
best
my
one you've done.
homework, you know.
Yeah, it's probably the best you've done on the channel. Well done.
We've got some crowd as well today.
Got a little crowd.
Yeah.
Shout out to P Mach,
Female.
who's inside. Also Gus
Top lads.
as well. Gus is
course.
also watching
Gus is
Hot
the main
Topics
man.
live in the studio today. So great to see him as always. Right, get your hot topics in the comments for us to discuss throughout the episode. We will also be filming a standalone preview for the derby because it deserves one. Very intense derby coming up Saturday. Make sure you watch the preview that we also put out. But Mario, let's just recap on the international break. The last 2 games for both Szobo and Nunez have been great.
Yes.
Last night, Nunez scored and assisted as Uruguay beat Brazil for the first time since 2001.
2001.
And
Wow.
goal and assist. Szobo also penalty goal and an assist for him. Nice to see them shining. However, potentially we might see that Darwin misses the derby. How do you react to that?
Why? Seriously?
Well, I've got a quote here for you. And this is from Darwin Nunez. He says, I came to leave everything on the pitch, and today it showed. He told El Observador, I ended up a bit cramped at the end. This combined with the long-haul flight that he and Alisson and others, including McAllister, face, including Diaz as well, a lack of recovery training time, plus the early kickoff at Anfield suggests he will not start. Jurgen Klopp opted to rest both Nunez and Diaz for similar reasons after the last international break, whilst his call to start Alexis against Wolves was widely seen as an error. We're also going to give you a injury update and suspension update. Cody Gakpo, Ben Doak, Curtis Jones and Thiago and Stefan Bajcetic could all miss out now, including Nunez. But forget that. We'll talk about that later on in the episode. But did you see Nunez's goals? Did you see Szoboszlai? It's great to see them firing on all cylinders for their countries.
No, I didn't see the highlights, but I just saw some comments of the people talking about that. They say just basically like Nunez destroyed Brazil, and they won it for the first time since 2001 in a big game against Brazil, which is an incredible, massive achievement for Uruguay. They always had a
Bielsa, the coach.
To be honest, Bielsa is that kind of manager that many people they love Bielsa, and they consider Bielsa one of the most important managers in the last 20 years. It's not my opinion. I don't agree with that about Bielsa, because I know that you can judge a manager only if he wins something important. You have to see a lot of different things about the manager. But I never liked Bielsa. But that's that different thing. So I'm very happy about Nunez that he scored and he assists against Brazil in this incredible achievement for them. Mates, we know how good
goal. It was a diving header past
got it
Ederson. I can get it up. It was past Ederson. It was a really good header.
It's always good thing when he scored against Ederson.
Yeah.
Let's say
Practice.
that firstly. Let's say that.
Practice.
Nothing surprising for Darwin Nunez. He's incredible.
This is the
assist. Wow.
Where he's got past 3 people.
No, the assist is amazing.
It's very Suarez-like.
Yes.
And this is the goal that he scored, diving header. past
Boss.
Edison, 41st minute to give them the lead. So it's good to see our main number
He's
9
quality, bro.
is getting a goal, he's getting assists in big games, because that's what we need him for.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
feel like the next 6 to 8 games really do define our season, especially, you know, domestically with the big games at Anfield that we've got coming up in December, Arsenal, Manchester United,
Newcastle.
etc., etc. Szoboszlai also scored a really good penalty for Hungary, got an assist from a corner as well. He's ready to go in the derby, even though the lads coming from South America have got a longer way to travel. Do you feel like Szoboszlai almost doesn't really need too much downtime in order to be ready to play?
No, absolutely not. That fella, if you try to wake him 4 o'clock in the morning time and say, mate, we have a game in 1 hour, be ready, he's gonna be ready. He's just a machine. His physique, his body, his resistance, his everything. He's just the perfect player. No, absolutely, he doesn't need any time to prepare for the. He's gonna be ready for the derby game. I want to see Darwin Nunez play for the first minute against Everton, because after the golden assist against Brazil, his confidence, it's of the highest level at the moment. So he needs to get that confidence and show against Everton, because it's not going to be easy, mate, against Everton.
Of course, and they
It's not
are in
gonna be
decent
easy.
form as well, which we should talk about. But Szoboszlai, if you could almost make a player from scratch in terms of height, the way he can strike a ball, his leadership, his technique, it would pretty much
Passes.
be him.
Yes.
Like if you were to custom build a modern day Premier League midfielder.
You know, sometimes I see like interviews of the like ex-players. They say like, I want to the right foot, right feet, like I don't know, De Bruyne, left one Messi, physique Ibrahimovic, header Thiago Silva. You know, but if you think about it, Szoboszlai has got everything. He's just the complete player. He's got everything. Of course, he's still young. He's just 22, 23 years old, and this is his first season for Liverpool. He's like first 10 games for Liverpool. So, but what he showed so far and what he's doing for the national team as well, because to be a captain on the, of course, it's not one of the biggest country of football, Hungary, but still it's a good national team. They had a massive players in the past like Puskás, like to be honest, after Puskás, I don't remember a good player. Now Szoboszlai, that's his era. So
much.
23 years old, captain of his country, number 10. This is a big responsibility. Doesn't matter that like Hungary is not a big football country, but it's still a big responsibility. So the lad is ready to be one of the best in the world, and he will be one of the best in the world in future for sure.
If I was to choose a heading for my favorite custom player, it'd probably be Sotirios Kyriakos.
Yes,
Do you remember him?
Of course I do. The Greek, the
that
Greek
guy would head.
Yes.
If you threw a toaster up in the air, or a kettle, or an air fryer, that guy is putting his nut through it no matter what. He's what you want in the trenches.
Technically,
and
probably
we were in the trenches when we had him, by the way.
Technically, one of the worst ever.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, don't trust him with his feet. No,
absolutely not.
But if you want someone to head a brick, that's your man.
I agree.
Specific qualities. I wanted to ask you on also the thoughts on the linkage that we've had recently to midfielders in Europe, especially Jamal Musiala, especially Leroy Sané. Andre Trindade has come out of being linked to Liverpool once again. The Schalke midfielder that we spoke about in the show yesterday, the 17-year-old. How do you say his name again? I'm sorry.
I don't remember
I have
the Schalke's name.
Let me get it up because it's disrespectful if I don't read it out because we did have it yesterday.
Yeah.
And his name is.
He's just 17 years old.
Uwe Drago. So what do you make of these links? Again, Liverpool are probably looking to sign players in January, which is around about 2.5 months away. Any of them realistic?
Probably just Trindade. We linked him last summer, and we wanted to get him. I see now Arsenal is in the race to sign him as well with us. So I don't know what player we're gonna get. But Alex, let's be honest, mate. We need a center midfielder, number 6 for in the winter time. We need to the next transfer market. We need to get someone. Because McAllister is doing a great, fantastic, incredible job so far. but this is not his position. And though it's a machine, it's gonna be a big player for Liverpool in the future. I believe in that, but at the moment he's not ready to play every game and be our number 6. So let's try Trindade. Let's buy Trindade in the winter market. So that's what I want. About the rest, about Musiala on the Schalke's player, no, I don't think so. Probably Musiala. Probably, if you think about it, he's going to be like the perfect replacement for Mo Salah if he wants to leave. Musiala, he's a winger,
right wing.
Poop, he can play.
We've been linked to Leroy Sané as well, which is
no
10
goals maximum. He's the highest scores he's got the season is just 10 goals. Mo Salah, when he plays bad, he scored 35. So all my respect for Sané. I like Sané. Leroy Sané is a great player, but nothing to see with Mo Salah, mate.
No,
it's just different planets. I mean, like, and even he's not that young. Leroy Sané is not that young. He's not 21, 22. He's about, I don't know how old is he. Probably 26, 7, 8. So I don't know. I don't fancy to get him, to be honest.
I think with the Andre Trindade deal, it strikes me why, if we really wanted him, in the summer and January, why didn't we maybe come to some kind of pre-agreement? I know we bid 25 million, it was rejected, but I don't know. I feel like there could have been a bit more of a harder push on that, because now you see, as you mentioned, Arsenal interested.
Yeah.
Do you think that could sway him? Because we have seen Edu, the technical director for Arsenal, out at Fluminense talking with the management team, etc. Could we miss out?
It depends.
And is he even the right person, though, himself?
It depends how much we want him, if he's the right man or not. He's definitely, he plays in that position. He's a number 6. He's a good player in Brazil. I don't watch the Brazilian league, so I can't tell you something special about this guy because I don't know. If we seriously want to buy him and we think that he's the right man to cover that position, let's go for it. But now Arsenal is as well in the race for him. Probably someone else is gonna be in the winter time. So if you think he's the right man, let's go for it. Absolutely, mate.
There's also a big game that he's playing in where maybe we can all watch. On November the 4th, he plays away at Boca.
Okay.
In the Maracanã.
Oh.
So maybe we can. No, it's not the Maracanã. What is it?
No, it's not Maracanã. It's how is
you know what it is anyway.
Maracanã is...
That's the one in Brazil. This is in Argentina, right? Boca.
Oh my goodness. Come on.
What's Boca's stadium name?
Boca Stadium? Bombonera. Maracanã is the Brazilian one.
Yeah.
Bombonera, it's yeah.
There you go.
Bombonera.
Thank you.
Help us, lads. Come on.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if we're struggling here. But he's playing in that, so maybe we can watch him November the 4th, I think it is. I might actually watch that, so it would just be a good game to watch anyway.
Yeah.
But as you know, Derby coming up. It's that time of the year when we play Everton at Anfield where it gets a bit nervy around the city centre in the build up to this big derby. Everton, their form is decent, and as I said, we are going to do a standalone preview. But looking at the game with our injuries, it's a massive derby. This Everton have just won their last game 3-0 at home to Bournemouth. We have to win this game. It's I know Jack, the cameraman who's filming this now, is an Evertonian. Cheers, Jack. Even if, and he'll be there doing the fan cam. So if you see him, actually, if they win, I don't know what we're going to do, but they're confident. I've spoken to Evertonians. They're confident, Mario.
Alex, I'm a bit like I spoke with some locals, my colleagues, stuff like that, from Liverpool, and they told me this is for them, for the local people, this is the game of the season.
Yeah,
even more than even bigger than Man United, Man City. For me, it's not. For me, Man United, it's still what I feel like is the biggest game of the season. But for the local people, for the Scousers, Everton is the biggest game of the season. I mean, like, I get that. Alex, they played, Everton, if they lost 36 games of the season, they don't care. But when they play against Liverpool, they give 110% every time. And the way they try to stop Liverpool is not about football. It's not about footy. It's not about. They try cheating and stuff. And I mean, I'm honest. You know, like the way Everton, if come on the pitch, play footy, try to hide the ball from us in the proper way, no problem. We lost the game, no problem. But especially Richarlison in the past, I will never forget that derby game when we won 2-0. Robertson scored a header and then Divock Origi. The way Everton play, oh my goodness, it was just Pickford. It's just really. This is the only one way to stop Liverpool, mate. Because we are definitely probably 100 times better than them, with all my respect for Everton, I mean, yeah, you know that. So it's the only one way to stop Liverpool. So they will try to do everything allowed, let's say, on the pitch to stop Liverpool, because this is the only one way to stop Liverpool. But mates, let's score straight away in the first 5-10 minutes, and then it's gonna be easy. We need to win this game. It's very important, mate, to win. It's very look, Jack's. I never see Jack's face like that against me.
Oh. We're talking about his team now. He doesn't like it. He can give it out, but you just shut there, lads. It's like,
but he's different, Evertonian.
No,
he's different.
He's the best Everton fan I know.
100%.
He's a pessimistic Everton fan.
100%.
They're the best types. You know what the situation is. So.
He's just realistic, bro. He's just realistic.
And he goes fishing, so he doesn't need to solely focus on Everton. Exactly.
Fishing is better to going to a Goodison Park, definitely. Yeah. No, probably. Definitely.
Have more success there anyway. Right, let's jump into the comments. You guys have been flooding it. Shout out to everyone who's just
He's gonna stab us.
Shout out to Mac10P. Yes, the boys. Says Mac10P. Big up to Warrior. Good evening, lads. Good to see you guys again, says Aran. Good evening, boys, says M Durso 5. Do you think Endo should be given a run of games to see what we got? I do. Absolutely.
Endo.
I would start him on Saturday.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'll start him. Oh. Please hit a like as you enter the live stream, says Diego. Vamos, chico. This is the other hot topic that I wanted to bring up to you now, Mario. This picture.
It's not a bad idea, to be honest, to start with Endo, Alex.
No, I think we should. It's
not a bad idea.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just going to get this article up for us all to see now. And it's not great, guys. So brace yourself. This is our second or third hot topic of the day. And it is this. Andy Robertson. Seen with arm in a sling as Liverpool await test results. He also has a bag of Greggs there as well.
Yeah.
Do we recognise that, Jack, where that is? Do you reckon? There's two skips in the background there as well.
That's Bootle,
The strands.
Robbo with a bag of Greggs.
I'm so curious to see what he's having in his bag.
What do we reckon? Let us know in the comments. What is Robertson getting in his Greggs?
In Greg's bag.
I reckon in there, he's definitely got a coffee because the bag's really straight and you wouldn't want to... And he's only got one arm as well, by the way.
And his cran inside, like chicken stuff.
Maybe he's got a sausage roll.
Sausage roll and chicken and a mushroom pie, or.
I reckon he's got. I reckon he's got a coffee.
For sure.
A sausage roll in there.
He's got a coffee, and I think he's got that pastry, chicken and mushrooms. The pastry stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken and mushroom bites.
Yeah.
And that,
of course, I like it.
What do we reckon is in there? Let us know in the comments. Please don't show us the picture. I might cry. I mean, we're joking and we're laughing, but it's not funny. That's our top left back. First of all, eating Greggs, but second of all, he's got his arm in a sling, which isn't really what you want to see. I mean, I know he's got you thrusting. Shout out to you in the comments, but. International game again. He's got injured. It looks serious. He came off holding his shoulder. I mean, shoulders are fairly complicated. They don't really take 1 or 2 weeks to get over. They might take a while. How do we cope? Are you happy with Tsimikas? He had a great assist for Greece in the week against Ireland.
If his shoulder is dislocated, it means at least 2 months out. If we're waiting, the test. The result of the test, so we will see. Hopefully, is the less problem possible. For me, Andy Robertson is the best left back in the Premier League. So obviously, playing without him in important games like that, it's gonna be tough. Yes, we've got Tsimikas. We believe in Tsimikas. We like Tsimikas. It's not Andy Robertson, let's say that, but it's a very, very good replacement. Very, very good player. One of the best left back. I mean, like. second choices in the Premier League. And then we've got Luke Chambers as well, who can play on the left back. So if now I want to see the real Robo. I want to see the real Robo because he's going to play in the next 6-7 games probably.
You mean Tsimikas?
Yeah, sorry, Tsimikas, exactly. I want to see like he step on, he's get the responsibility. He's very good when he has to attack. But sometimes when he has to defend, it's not that good. So he needs to improve, he needs to get better, he needs to step on, he needs to be our Robo in the next games. And he's got the confidence, he's got the quality, he's got his right fit. Probably, I'm going to say that even a little bit better than Robertson in terms of cross, in terms of proper technique, I love that video, mate. I love it.
So I was just watching Divok's goal against Everton, but I agree. Tsimikas, technically very good. He's definitely a dog. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
I think he rises to the occasion in a derby, especially at Anfield. I think he has played at Goodison Park in a derby before, but I think Anfield he gets stuck into to a next degree. I'm not too mad at it at all. I'm just more sad for Robbo that we might be looking at 2 months and what happens to the left back position if Tsimikas gets injured. I know Joe Gomez started off life at Liverpool as a left back.
He can play,
so maybe he could play there if the worst happens. But no, I think Tsimikas in terms of crossing the ball, corners, I'm happy with him. Very technically gifted player.
Yeah. Even Endo can play on the left back.
Really?
Endo can play right, left, and obviously defensive midfielder. Yes, he played for Stuttgart in that position. So, I mean,
Maybe.
just in case.
Touch wood. Mohammed says, Robbo missing against Everton. Who's going to be our shithouse this weekend? Maybe Soboslai gets involved in it. That would be his first derby. McAllister.
I love that question.
It's a good question.
It's a good question, yeah.
I mean, I reckon Soboslai and McAllister would have a bit of housery in them.
McAllister is a quiet lad.
Oh, I don't know, man.
He's Argentinian. He's
He's
passional.
Argentinian, pasional. Luchador.
Probably
Fighter.
Szobo
giving it.
Yeah,
Giving it all that.
Stuff like that.
He did that against the team he scored against for Hungary. He went up to their fans and give it that. I reckon Soboslai gets right stuck in his first Merseyside derby, and I'm looking forward to watching it. I can't lie. Robbo is so underrated, says M. We'll miss him no matter who has to step up. Yes, Gomez can play in his position. Derek, as we just mentioned, Robbo's engine is unmatched. He has got a great engine, but Tsimikas in a derby, I think he knows that he has to have a great engine as well. So he has to
step on.
To step up for that. AGT Daniel says, talk about the problems with the new stand. Another shambolic from the LFC owners. I saw more than 50 videos from Mr. Drone and not even once saw a worker on site. I mean, the latest I've heard is it's not going to be ready till the new year now, potentially.
Yeah, they send the official official statement, and they say, yeah, it's not going to be ready. And I hope, I've got inside myself a hope that hopefully let's do everything to be ready for Man United, which is not 2024, but it's like a couple of weeks before that. Man United, we've got Arsenal, and we've got Newcastle. So in that month, we've got 3 super important, massive games in Anfield. So let's try to be ready for those games. So hopefully.
Any builders who are working on the stand right now and are watching, pull your socks up and let's get it sorted. Because ideally, we would have had it ready for the derby. That was the plan.
Yeah.
Hasn't worked out, which again is for the fans frustrating. There's palavers now with tickets. You have to give back your ticket if you had a ticket for that bit. Fans are really, making sure that they get compensated in some way. I heard people saying they get credit at the club store. I mean, they want to go to a game. They don't want to miss it. So the delaying of that has really ended up in a bit of a mess in terms of tickets and promises that can't be kept. So big shame. I can't lie.
It's quite sad if you think about it. Like you're waiting the derby game, like you from Liverpool, you waited the derby game from a long time. And then 1 week before, you know that you're not going to come to support the lads because of these issues. And it's obviously sad from the supporters' point of view. It's sad, but mate, this is not Liverpool's fault. This is the company construction, the previous one. They promise, they say we will, we da, and then they just fail. They failed everything. So
I've just seen a tweet from our good friend Keo, who basically is quote tweeting the picture of Robertson coming out of Greg's saying, "I'm judging he's out for a while here by the fact that he needs a bag for his Greg's." I mean, yes, but also he has only got one arm right now, so maybe he can't put pressure on that arm. But if you need a bag for Greg's, you're definitely getting at least two things.
how is the coffee in Greg's? Have you ever tried the coffee in Greg's?
I don't drink coffee. Is it all right, Pete?
I never tried. Okay, I'm curious. I'm gonna try.
Where's the best coffee in Liverpool, Pete?
Easy question.
Where?
Maria,
Tavola?
Tavola, and P&D.
P&D. Rocco's. Jack?
Don't
You
tell
don't
me
really drink
Costa.
coffee, do you?
Don't tell me Costa or Starbucks, please.
No.
Oh, rubbish. Caffè Nero is not bad actually.
McDonald's.
McDonald's
Mad.
coffee.
Mad.
You don't know about Scran and Berries, lads. You don't know about that, mate.
I did take something better
Oh.
before McDonald's. Like, come on, give me credit.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
fair play.
Queen of all the shit ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Better than Greg's, I'm telling you.
Fair enough. There's your
Okay.
coffee rankings. John Rooney says, "This is a stupid comment. How is it the owner's fault? It was the Buckingham's fault." Yeah, I mean, this one, how can you actually blame the owners? It's not
Yeah,
their
exactly.
fault.
Exactly. How?
But at the same time, I guess by them employing a firm to do it who can't do it, you have to take some kind of blame as well. Wait, why are Liverpool asking for tickets back? Does it include tickets for the fans from the stand being developed? Yes, that is what we were speaking about, just to confirm. As a neutral, I just hope the officials don't spoil the Liverpool versus Everton match. This comes off the back of the news yesterday that Darren England and Daniel Cook will be going back to work.
That's
In the VAR. So that's great. They're back amongst it. A nice paid 3-week holiday for them after that horrendous mistake at Tottenham. But in your opinion, what does the ref have to do in the first 15 to 20 minutes in this game? From a ref's perspective, because we talk about it from a Liverpool perspective, but what do you think a ref has to do?
being an official referee for the derby game, for the Merseyside derby. I think this is one of the most difficult jobs in the world. I'm honest, because that game, mate, is full of like surprise, of a massive challenge, of like aggressive teams with like yellow cards, red cards. Every Merseyside derby is the same, so it's gonna be difficult to manage it. I don't know who's gonna be the referee.
Let me check.
We still don't know. But anyway, whoever is gonna be the referee, he's got a very hard job to do.
Craig Pawson.
Any opinion about him?
David Coote, VAR as well, which he was the guy that didn't give Pickford a red card for what he did to Van Dijk.
Oh,
And Craig Pawson
how you can
has
remember that?
refereed at
Mate?
Anfield before. Do you remember when Dominic Calvert-Lewin like bumped into Lovren and got a penalty for it, and we drew 1-1?
Oh, when Rooney scored,
Sigurdsson.
when Mo Salah scored that amazing goal.
Yeah, was it Sigurdsson that scored the pen? I think it was.
No, it was Rooney who scored the
Or was
penalty.
it Rooney?
No, that season. No.
Did we draw twice 1-1 with them?
December 2017, mate.
Yeah, then Craig Pawson was the ref. And
Craig
gave
Pawson,
that
yeah.
penalty.
Yeah.
So in his previous experience of reffing a derby, he's given Everton a horrendous penalty. So hopefully, as you said, first 15-20 minutes, let a few go, because you can't just book everyone.
No.
And this is the kind of game where there is going to be tackles flying in.
Yes.
I can imagine that it was kind of like a Fabinho thing in the first 15-20 minutes. Big tackle, send them flying. Gerrard used to do it. Carragher.
Yeah, everyone.
Derby boys that it meant the most to. Trent. But if you're a ref in this game,
You have to be very
you've
careful.
got to be careful.
Very
You're very, very careful. You don't want to ruin the game
Yeah,
by
exactly.
sending someone off, but at the same time, you don't want to kill the game by not
The only
letting
one
blood.
thing he has to do is not being the main man. If the referee is the main man in the Merseyside derby, it's done. That's it, mate.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a proper war. So
Yeah, do you remember Gerrard versus Ander Herrera in
Of
that
course.
game against United?
against Ander Herrera, yes, of course I do. Yeah, that was a red. That was actually Gerrard Faye's last game against United in
Yeah.
Anfield. His last game,
30 seconds.
35 seconds.
And it's mad because 5 seconds before that, he does a really big
Yes.
strong tackle.
But I mean, Brendan Rodgers, mate, this is Steven Gerrard's last game for Liverpool against United. Put him from the first minutes. What are you doing? What are you doing, mate? I was fuming. I was fuming with Rodgers that game. Not with Gerrard, with Rodgers.
I think I can actually recall the moment I lost faith in Rodgers. It was when we played Real Madrid away. And Joe Allen and Lucas Leiva.
Mate, we played with Borini, Balotelli and stuff like that. We played with the second team against
Gerrard,
Madrid.
Sterling on the bench.
Yes, all of them. All the big players.
That's when I thought, there's a personality clash now.
Still now, after 10 years, I don't understand that choice. To put them on the bench and play with the second. Manquillo, he played. Balotelli, Borini playing in I mean, like, oh, come on. Proper disgrace.
Horrendous. Oh, God. To play Lucas, and again, I love Lucas Leiva, don't get me wrong. But Joe Allen, when there's Steven Gerrard on the bench, that's the first point where you go, something's not right here. I don't know how long he'll last. Because if you're going to Real Madrid away, and I think Henderson was on the bench as well.
Bro, every big player.
I think it was Chan, Lucas Leiva, and Joe Allen maybe that played.
No, I remember we had Manquillo, we had probably Lovren. We played with the second choice. I remember Borini, Emre Can was on the bench. I'm not pretty sure, mate. Have you got it, the start 11 against Madrid?
I've got it up for us now. According
the lineup.
To
there we go. Yeah, 1-0
UEFA
Benzema.
Website. Wow, look at that. Mignolet, Moreno at right back.
Yeah, Manquillo,
Jesus
Skirtle,
Christ.
Touré, Moreno.
Touré, Skirtle, captain.
Markovic.
Emre Can, Lucas, and Joe Allen. I told
Alan
you.
Borini,
Lallana,
John Allen.
Markovic, and Borini.
And
on the bench, Jones, Johnson, Gerrard, Coutinho, Henderson, Sterling. I'm not being funny.
Balotelli on the bench, Coutinho.
We had 4 attempts on target. They had 27.
One of the worst games in the last 15, 20 years.
It's always bloody against them, isn't it? Always haunting us, Real Madrid. But
very arrogant man, Brennan.
But yeah, he's going to have to control the game, is the ref. That's YouTube, not AGT's fault. I'm not too sure. Do we have ads on a live stream? Again, YouTube's fault. Don't blame us. The Bernabeu benching, Kolo Touré starting, was time for him to go. The fix was in, says Derek. And Rodgers and Stevie had a power struggle, says Jamie. And Skip to my Lou says, when Rodgers started giving out envelopes, I knew he was out of his depth. That was just mad, wasn't it, when that happened? I've got the name of 3 envelopes, 3 guys they're going to let us down this season. Honestly, helmet. Rodgers always writes on his pocket notebook, says Tim.
Fair enough.
Back at Celtic now, isn't he? So, good luck to him there.
You're not honest when you say good luck to him.
Yeah, well, no, I like Celtic though. So
you like Celtic, but
good luck to them. But
okay, in that way.
But I just feel like it was a very strange. Looking back at the time, I guess we were thinking this is the new Shankly. But looking back, it wasn't the right appointment. It really wasn't.
I mean, obviously,
to go from Swansea to Liverpool. Like, I understand his ambitions are really high.
Yes.
And you have to respect that. He wanted to be the best. But he just loved himself too much.
I know.
In the end.
When you come from Swansea in a big team like Liverpool, and he brought Joe Allen, he brought Borini as well with him, Joe Allen was a good player, let's be honest. But mate, I don't know. Brendan Rodgers is... I'm still now, I think, the season 13-14, when we were that close to the title, I think it's still now is his fault. If we didn't win that title, it's 100% Brendan Rodgers' fault, in my opinion. Obviously, most of the people there will say Gerrard sleep and stuff like that. But if you think back of the time, if you think about it, against Chelsea, that game against Chelsea, April 2014, we need just to get 1 point. Simple as that. 1 point, 0-0, 1-1. Doesn't matter how. Poor Brendan Rodgers, this is even Steven Gerrard say after that. He wanted to win that game. He wanted to win. No, we have to win. We have to win. Sometimes when you push too much, you have to be clever in some occasion, because this is very important stuff. After 25 years, we've got the great chance to win the title. And we can't push. You have to be clever. 1 point against Chelsea. Then we go Palace. Easy win. We've got the last game against Newcastle. Easy win. We got the league. That's it. But he wanted to push that game, and it's happened what is happened. So don't blame Steven Gerrard for that. Blame Brendan Rodgers for that game. That's my opinion. I always, when we
said.
talk about that, that's my opinion about the whole season. Don't give a credit to Brendan Rodgers about that incredible season we had. We used to score like 5 goals every game. But if you remember, we had Suarez at his best, Sterling, incredible young player, Sturridge at his best, Gerrard at his best, Henderson at his best. So it was easy. We concede, but we score. We concede 3 goals every game, but we score 4, 5, 6. So I don't give any credit to Rodgers. That was that Liverpool team. We've been just brilliant. And then the choice to sell Suarez, fair enough, he wanted to leave. It's not Brendan Rodgers' fault. But we got 60 million for that player. And then, do you remember what player we bought? Easy.
Don't remind me.
Mario Balotelli
Yeah.
for Suarez. After that, I'm not going to talk anymore about that. Nothing to say. All my respect for Balotelli, bro. Come on.
Are you over that now?
What? I'm over. Come on. Let me get some water.
Oh God! Another early kickoff against
12th
Everton,
one.
the 12:30, the 14th one that we've had since 2015, since Jurgen Klopp joined. And we've got another one against Man City in November as well. That would be the 15th. It's got to the point now where I think coincidence isn't the word anymore.
No.
Now it's like it's chosen.
Yeah.
And again, you know, it's Wednesday night tonight. Sorry, it's what day is it today?
It's Wednesday, lads.
Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
So, you know, the game against Peru with Argentina last night, McAllister played in it. Let's say that game finished. It was 1 a.m. our time. That game started. Let's say it finishes at 3. He's out of the ground at 5 a.m. our time this morning. He's probably traveling back to Liverpool right now. He's probably not landed yet.
Yeah.
He'll have tomorrow to kind of, you know, get back to the time difference and have a sleep and maybe do some light training. But then 1 day training and then the derby, his first Merseyside derby in the next game. You can see why Jurgen Klopp kicks up a fuss. You can see why us as fans ask the question, why us? It's madness. Mario does look speechless for once, says Fraser. You're not wrong, mate.
I met Fraser from Fazach a few days ago.
Oh, yeah? Bumped into him in town.
It was in Queen Square.
Was he on a voy with a bird?
No.
So.
I think it's something intentional that every time especially after the international breaks, we've got have to play 12:30 early kickoff, which is like, I'm honest, I like early kickoffs. I like it. I don't know why I like it, but obviously, for the South American players, it's not the best way to do. But in the same time, they're professional. They paid for that. I know if you think about it, that could be anyone, but it's always Liverpool. Could be Man City, could be Man United. No, it's always Liverpool. Mate, they are professionals. They get paid for that. Doesn't matter what time they play. They have to be ready. He's got like 2 days and a half, McAllister, to prepare himself for the derby game. He has to be ready. No excuse. Himself, who else? All the players, Diaz, Nunez, they have to be
Nunez
ready.
could have a cramp issue, is what we're hearing.
I don't know, mate. They have to be ready for that game. No matters what.
I'll tell you what, Nunez does look good in the Uruguay. He's a very good-looking boy, isn't he? Yeah, he's a very handsome guy.
I agree.
He is.
Someone's like it's
I'm
better.
happy to say that.
But even Nunez is
Absolutely
nice.
stunning.
What's going on with us, lad?
The international breaks, man.
Yeah.
Fraser, I'd love early kickoffs if we always win them, but it never happens. I think it's 7. I think it's 1 in 7 in terms of wins, and that was only against Wolves recently.
Against Wolves, yeah.
Yeah, Mario was a bit speechless. Right, listen, episode 90 of Hot Kopics brought to you live and direct from Liverpool City Centre with myself, AGT, and Mario. Right, we're going to film a preview now for the derby, a special one, so make sure you watch out for that. That will be dropping on the channel tomorrow. And then on Friday, I'm going to do a press conference reaction to what Jurgen Klopp is saying in his press conference, the derby conference. It's going to be a big one. And then the game. You will be at Anfield, my friend. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course, I can't wait for that, mate. Can't wait for that.
I wish I was there. I really, really do, and it kills me to say it, but I won't be
You're a
there.
businessman, mate. You don't have time for outfields.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. 'Cause that's not true. No, don't say that. Seriously, stop saying that. No, big up. But of course, we'll have fan cams, and I'll be filming content after the game for you as well. And then again, next week, it's a massive week again for Liverpool. You're looking forward.
Got Toulouse.
Toulouse, which we should to win.
Yeah, exactly. Not Toulouse.
And then Forest at Anfield again.
Forest.
Which again is a big game that we must win. There's absolutely no doubt about it. So shout out to everyone that's joined us on YouTube. Again, if you're watching us, please do us a favor. We're not asking it if we don't need it, and we do need it. Please smash the like button on the video if you can. Comment with your thoughts on all the hot topics that we've spoken about, how you feeling before the derby, and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, on the audio platforms, smash that follow button and give us
a 5-star rate. Even if you live in Fazakh, you have to do it.
There you go.
Expectedly.
Right, this has been Hot Kopics. We'll be back the same time next week. But until then, take care. All the best.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.